how low the black race is thought of in this country by the establishment,
100%.
by the FA,
and by the fans,
by these major conglomerate brands.
Mm-hmm. And
I will be naming the brand, right? And I'll be boycotting. Lord God, name the brand. I wear the brand.
Affinity Extra. Be extra.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are personal and do not necessarily represent the views of Affinity Extra.
Yeah, guys, it's the boy here, Roger on Affinity Extra. We had this is official, almost a goal alert show, a show we had to put together and put out there as soon as possible. So it was still part of our cycle, but we had to kind of bring it out a little bit early, especially on the YouTube rounds, because there's a number of things that we need to address as black men. When we've seen this atrocity that's going on right now still anyway, yeah. But I'm alongside my boy Anthony Young is in the house wearing the colours, you get me still, you know. So I don't know, Anthony, have you seen the Irish team? Did you see that link when I sent to the Irish team? Yeah. That's just like whatever. It just didn't have the finesse as the
didn't have the finesse, did it?
It's like you got it from Oasis Market, you know them copies from Oasis Market, and you just get chewed. If you get okay, cool, it's Albion FC, and you're like, okay, cool. It looks like a thing, you know what I mean? But I tried the thing anyway. So yeah, but the key thing is even in Ireland, they're trying to represent Caribbean culture, so it makes you want to think what's going on.
Come on, the blacks and the Irish don't know any.
You get me? So all
Irish people don't know the fight and the struggle that black people suffer, because they suffer the same fights and struggle.
Bro, when you study history, bro, and you see and it always goes down to this one thing when it comes to the Irish, it comes down to the potatoes famine. If you actually look into that, guys, yeah, you realise that they got done over by the English. Absolutely done over. So it's really crucial that we remember that, that the knowledge of information enables you to communicate things. So based upon knowledge, guys, we're going to go into our main subject today, which Auntie's got his notes for.
Kurt Zouma. Red alert, Kurt Zouma.
And before Auntie said anything, I had one of my I sent out my you have a broadcast list which I had hit up on my WhatsApp. By the time the thing started kicking off, bro, I had the message straight away. Are you going to cover this? It seems like people are coming and said, you guys are the only guys that are going to say what we see. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of proud of that still, yeah. They come to say, yo, Raj, if no one's talking, they know that we're gonna talk the truth. So by the time, just to set a picture before Anthony kicks in with some major points, just to want to put anyone in the picture if you don't know about it. Even I know bare ladies know about this anyway, so yeah. But ultimately, all have a pussycat in the yard, yeah. So unfortunately, young people these days, they like to try and get more plays and likes on Snapchat and on YouTube and TikTok. So I think Zouma and his brother tried to do a fancy dancy TikTok or thing about and what happened? He was literally kicking round his cat, thumping his cat and whatever. They're still, yeah. Cat is more than alive. Yeah, from what I can tell, there was no actual internal damage, like broke bones or whatever. But it didn't look good. It was one of the ones where me now get on my cat, man. If Mrs. ever catch me kicking a cat like that, I'll be getting trouble, man. Some dirty looks, man, and pure argument. So first and foremost, before we go on in this podcast, I do not want RSPCA. I do not want to see any Karens or anybody putting on here that we're backing him kicking up the cat. We're not saying it's legit. Far from it. We're not saying it. So before we go into this, we're not saying it's okay to kick up and punch up your cat. I have a cat, and it's there to protect the yard for one reason. It's not there to be a fluffy teddy bear. It's there to protect the yard from them rodents. Then, but listen, a cat has its use. Yeah. So so please do not waste our time and put comments on it. We're not condoning it and be done. Forget it. But something started to happen with this whole saga, which has offended myself, Anthony, a lot of our colleagues, a lot of our guys who usually do the podcast. Everybody out there, they just got it about the fact that basically, hold on a second, they're treating this more serious than when we were trying to kick off about the racism thing. They're seeing this more serious. So before we just make the statement, yeah, and salute to Master Antonio, but if it only bothers to actually stand up in the fire and say, yo, and back his brother and say, yo. So hold on a second, the other day we were beating racism, you know I say nothing, but when it comes to the cat thing, you come and stop in my car and asking me about my colleague there still, yeah? But he pulled it up anyway, so yeah. So rated him, and I'm still waiting for the other man to come in, but we'll get into that anyway still very soon, guys, yeah? But the reaction show is, guys, that we are not happy about it. Now, there's the reasons why we're not happy about it. So before you before you say why you're getting vexed with the responses are correct and whatever, so yeah, we got to go through the facts, and we're going to go through each fact why it's clear to say that black men are seen as lower as a pussycat according to the establishment in this country and companies. Just chew that statement.
Yes, people. Yes, people. Yes,
just chew that statement. Just chew it.
Just dwell on what my brothers just said.
Just circle on that.
The establishment, the establishment, society, because the society, the society.
Yep.
You know, we got society. You got ex-pros. You got normal Joe blogs in the street. Everybody's got a comment about what's going on of late with regards to the incident that Roger's talking about with the football player from West Ham United, Kurt Zouma, where he was seen to be abusing his pet cat. Now, as Roger says, you know, we're not condoning it, and I just want to say this, because on this, we just want you to know, we're men of God. We're men of God. And the word said in Proverbs 12:10, the godly care for their animals, but the wicked are always cruel. So I put that in there to let you know where we're coming from. So as my brethren said at the beginning, don't be phoning up here, RSPCA, whatever. Like we condone cruelty to animals, because we don't. We're men of God. We're men of God, so we don't condone no cruelty to nothing. Yeah, man. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. With that being said,
it's about
you can't tell me, say, puss is more important than a black man. But that is what English society is showing us today.
Yeah, man.
Facts. You know, don't phone up and think we're being racial or no, it's got nothing to do with this. Well, it has got something to do with race, actually, as it just goes to show how low the black race is thought of in this country by the establishment,
100%.
by the FA,
and by the fans,
by these major conglomerate brands. And I will be naming the brand, right? And I'll be boycotting. Lord God, me name the brand. Me I wear the brand.
I just realized, you know, I just see the stripes on it, man. You know what I'm
just ready to go off, you know.
Man, wear the stripes, you know. Man, wear the stripes, you know.
Stripes, you know. As soon as I see the stripes, you see me, I lean forward, ready to say what I was going to say, you know. And then I've seen the stripes and I thought, oh my days. But you know what?
Yeah, it is what it is.
I don't care. I'm going to say what I'm going to say the same way. After today, you know what? I'm going to show people, because talking's done for talking, you know. Sometimes things need to be action plan, and I'll do it, you know. I know what I've got, what dropped in my spirit, just as I said what I said. I'm going to do it, you know, and I'll film it. I'm going to send it to Roger so we can put it out there. You're going to see me do something. Because I'm going to tell you something about this little, this brand here, so. This brand there.
The German brand, innit?
The German brand with the 3 stripes. The German brand with the 3 stripes, listen, I'm telling you now, you know what? I'm telling you, don't support that brand there, because that brand is a two-faced, hypocritical brand. And I'm going to show you why the two-faced and the hypocritical. Two-faced, hypocritical, and they are showing me that they value cruelty to, they value the rights of animals, puss, more than the rights of a black man.
Yeah.
Fact. Their actions have shown that here this week that they value
value the life of a cat.
The cruelty or whatever's been done to a cat more than the cruelty that has been done to black people. You understand? I'm going to show you. Roger asked me to break it down in points, because normally I'll just go off the dome. You know what I mean?
We're going to do it point by point.
But today we're going to be all professional. Look, man, we're real professional. We're not coming ill and gully, coming professional. Yeah, so we'll just touch on some of the facts here. Now, Kurt Zouma, as we told you, has been seen to be cruel in a video with his family pets, him and his brother. Now, as Roger says, the cat didn't look like it was physically hurt. I mean, I'm not no cat vet or whatever, but from what I saw, the cat was still running around at the end of the video, lively, looking like everything was, full faculties were there, no serious harm done or whatever. Now, the general public have seen this, and RSPCA have come flying in the cruelty, to what's been done to the animal, through the actions of Kurt Zouma and his brother. They're talking about the action of how the cat is going to be feeling after going through such traumatic distress of what Kurt and his brother were doing. Okay, fine. As we said, we don't condone cruelty to animals, so I'm going with it. So with that now, West Ham have been forced, because I don't know if they was going to really, so because it's blown up in the public eye, it's gone to the press, West Ham now have been forced to act. So the maximum fine they can do to Kurt Zouma is 2 weeks' wages. 2 weeks'
full wages. Yeah.
Reportedly, he's on £125,000 a week, so he's been fined 2 weeks' wages. That money is going to charitable causes around animals and cruelty to animals and so on and so forth. Fine. I was happy with that. I thought with the context of what's going on, that's fair dues.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah.
You shouldn't have been doing what you're doing, bro. You shouldn't be doing that. And if you're doing them kind of wicked things, you shouldn't have been blinking, videoing it and uploading it. This is England, fam. This is England. I don't know what you can do in France to cats and animals, but in England, you can't do them things, fam.
No, not at all, man. Not at all.
Animals, pets in England, come on, bro. Pets are part of the family, bro. Pets are part of the family.
You get me? You
understand? Certain people go fly abroad and pet fly better than certain man.
Yeah, for real.
Real talk. So that's gone on. So as I said, I was happy with the.
Yeah, I
was even happy with the cat being taken by the RSPCA. Serve himself right. You can't do that to the puss. They come and took the cat. Find them a nicer home, someone who's going to love them and cherish them and do what they're doing, whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. But then it comes out that Vitality, who sponsor West Ham United, have withdrew their sponsorship with immediate effect because of the actions of Kurt Zouma and his brother.
And bro, I also think as well, bro, this is bullying now. This is company bullying, because I think they more taught the talk straight after Zouma played for West Ham Madison. Yeah.
And then and everybody's saying, how comes they played him? How comes they played him and that?
Yeah,
you understand?
And then it comes out. Yeah.
You know, after such a thing has gone out and he's played him. You know, there's questioning David Moyes. Why have you picked him? Why have you selected him? David Moyes had to make a statement saying he's one of our better players.
Yeah.
You know, that's how much, you're right, bullying. So anyway, so that's happened. So Vitality have come out, breaking news under the sky, yellow, Vitality have withdrew their sponsorship of West Ham United with immediate effect. But no, tell a lie. Then we got Chris Kirkland comes out and puts out video, or goes out, and I think it's a BBC. Was it BBC?
I think it's BBC or Sky, one of the two.
BBC, I know it's BBC. It was BBC, an interview saying how what he's done is worse than racism.
Simple.
Hear what the geezer said, you know. What Kurt Zouma and his brother have done to that cat. Yeah? The cat not dead. The cat not string up. I don't even think the cat used one of his 9 lives.
But the cat that said, "Mina, I'll do that again."
I'm not laughing, bro. I'm just trying to make light of a serious situation.
Yeah, man.
You understand? But what I'm saying is, you know, the cat, it wasn't, come on, bro. It wasn't no Michael Vick.
Bro, there wasn't no like sledgehammer smashing the cat up in front of people.
You understand, bro? It wasn't like them.
Yeah,
it wasn't like them people who were having them dog fights and all them kind of things.
No.
It wasn't not that proportion. You understand? But anyway, so Chris Kirkland come out and says it's been interpreted that he says that what Kurt Zouma did to the cat was worse than racism. Then he's put a video out to try and, you know, try and straighten out what they've tried to say, because it's misconstrued. He's trying to say it's misconstrued. I don't think it's misconstrued for the simple fact that racism and cat should not have been in the same sentence. Not even close. It's not
even the same thing.
It just doesn't. You know, you just don't go from there to there. So I don't want to hear you rubbish, Kirtland. Shut your mouth. You put your foot in it. You said what was in your heart, bro. What was in your heart came out your mouth. What was in your heart came out of your mouth. You understand? There's one thing I learned in life. What's in your heart come out of your mouth.
Anthony, it's amazing how, you know, when these guys say these dumb statements, I remember when I remember when Southgate made a dumb statement after the Sunderland friendly with England. He made a dumb statement, and then all of a sudden that statement goes missing and you can't find it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's amazing how them statements, so you straight away, all I saw around the place was Kirkland trying to correct himself. Oh, I never meant that. I never really meant that.
I didn't mean this. Didn't mean that.
But listen, guys, stop mugging man off, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop. Not interested.
Not interested. You said what you said.
Yeah.
You said what you said.
Shows
it came out how it came out, and you showed what you showed. So don't try and backtrack now and try and rectify your foolishness. You done said what you said. It's worse than racism. That's what you said. So, you know, what you're trying to say is Zouma is worse than all those racist people that we've had to endure in our time on this earth. Not to mention our parents and our foreparents and our foreparents before them. You understand?
Yeah.
We're supposed to believe now that what Kurt Zouma and his brothers done is worse than all those atrocities that we've had to go through. Yeah. Bro. Yes, Mr. Kirkland. You waste. But you know what? It doesn't surprise me, Brev. It doesn't surprise me, Chris Kirkland's remarks. Do you know why, Brev? Because he played for that team in Liverpool. He played for that team from Liverpool. Yeah, you know the one, the way red. You talk about We'll Never Walk Alone. You know that one. That one. Because, you know, what I'm going to say now leads me into this next factor. Now, after all this has come out now, Kirkland's done what he's done. Vitality have said what he says. Boom! The next breaking news, Adidas, sports giant Adidas, the brand with the 3 stripes, have dropped Kurt Zouma as an ambassador for the company. So basically, in English layman terms, they've cancelled his sponsorship deal. He gets Adidas, he wears Adidas stuff, boots, gets them for free. Obviously advertised as a professional, you know how it works.
He's on the posters and pictures, yeah. Cool.
They've stopped him because of what he's done to the cat. Now this is where Roger, myself, and all those other black people who are irate about this are starting to bang off. And hopefully you'll see where we're coming from. Hopefully, if you're honest, you'll see where we're coming from. Okay, so listen what it says. So Adidas now, because of what Kurt Zouma has done, the video, as I said, the cat isn't dead. As far as we know, the cat hasn't even been injured, because if he was injured, I'm sure the RSPCA would have made it known.
Took pictures of his injuries.
When we picked up the cats were in such a state and blah blah. We haven't heard none of that. So don't want to hear it come out after now. I don't want to hear it now. So okay. So this is it now, Adidas. This one's for you. Where do I start with Adidas? Okay, I'll go with this one then. Adidas, you've dropped Kurt Zouma for what he did with the cat. Now I want to ask you this, Adidas. When Luis Suarez racially abused Patrice Evra, I don't recall you making a public statement stating that you was dropping Luis Suarez as an ambassador for your brand. Now, let's put it into perspective. Kurt Zouma and the cat isn't dead. Blah, blah, blah. Cruelty, we don't condone it. No, we don't. No, we don't. But a man has racially called him Negro, made comments about the ethnicity of his skin color. Yeah? Adidas, the German manufacturer who dropped Kurt Zouma for the video, did not drop Luis Suarez for his racial comments. Hold on, I didn't even finish yet. Adidas, at the same time, sponsored Liverpool FC, the kit and that.
Yeah.
Now, there was an investigation, as we all know, and Luis Suarez was found guilty.
Yeah, guilty. Yeah.
He was found guilty. Yeah? Guilty of racially abusing Patrick Evra, but yet Adidas, the giant company who have just terminated black man Kurt Zouma's contract for what he's done to the cat, did not do diddly squat
about
to Luis Suarez when he racially abused Patrick Evra. Let me finish the next part now. Just to show you that, I'm going to show you how wicked and hypocritical Adidas is. Now, a few years later, Luis carried on with his footballing career, as we know. So what does he do then? He wasn't happy with just racially abusing people. The man started punching players on pitch. He starts to show cannibalism on the pitch, yeah?
Yeah, man. He
done it to Chiellini in the World Cup. And he done it to my man at Chelsea.
Ivanovic.
All right. Let's not forget, he did it also previously when he was playing for Ajax in the division. So hold on a minute. Let's just backtrack here. So Luis Suarez invite players and then racially abuse players.
Players.
Adidas didn't see none of those actions as necessary to terminate his contract. Adidas didn't see none of that bad enough or to bring negative publicity onto the brand and the firm like the puss. So Adidas are telling us we value the rights to cats and dogs more than we value the rights to black people and fellow professionals, because as I says, the man was biting fellow pros. I'm going to show you another why Adidas
Come on, Adidas, wicked. Man, you're showing yourself, you know.
I'm going to show you why Adidas are wicked. Now, Adidas is the same big manufacturers who sponsored Chelsea Football Club. Now, we all know Chelsea Football Club. His captain was John Terry. Yeah?
JT.
Now, we all know what John Terry was found guilty of doing to Anton Ferdinand. Again, if you don't know, Google. But just for the program, he got found guilty of making racial comments to him. The whole world seen it, lip-reading it and everything. You understand? Found guilty. Yet again, Adidas didn't feel fit to say, with immediate effect, we're not going to be sponsoring Chelsea because Chelsea's captain is a racist and has just been found guilty of racially abusing Anton Ferdinand. Adidas didn't see fit for it to do that, but it saw fit to terminate Kurt Zouma's boot contract. It saw fit to do that.
Why don't you?
Oh, okay, we'll go back to the said Liverpool. It's Liverpool, as I said, who was sponsored, who then gave their players T-shirts to support Luis Suarez during his racial investigation. So they were saying Luis is free, is innocent, Luis is innocent, when the whole world knew the man was guilty and he got found guilty. But we'll show you the difference of being black and being non-black. Now, Luis Suarez got found guilty. He was fined 40,000 English pounds for racially abusing Patrick Evra. But Kurt Zouma is fined 250,000 pounds for his cat video.
Bro, that's taking the meat, bro.
As I said, I'm not condoning cruelty to animals, far from it. But what you're telling me, so it's so a man can come to me in the road and tell me about my black this, black that, and he's gonna get a whatever fine.
Yeah, get let off. Yeah.
But my man starts making video, fling the cat up and video it. It's cruelty or whatever. And you know what? I'm just gonna say this to say that, bro. We've all been kids and we've all been young. Don't you people don't go out there like you don't know wickedness to know pussy, dog, whatever animal. Come on now. Bro,
just to reiterate that point still as well. You know, I understand from the Greenpeace crew. Yeah, I understand the Greenpeace crew. I understand them hardcore vegans. Them high level vegans that don't want to even breathe wrong. And I understand them guys kicking off. Which is only probably less than 5% of the population, or even less than that, bro. You know what I mean? But for people like who love pork, who nyam chicken, nyam more than thinking about meat eaters, yeah, you know what I'm saying, who's watching cruelty to animals to happen just so they can yam their food, have they been dead hypocritical? Just like bro, like you know,
it's okay to call a black man a nigger. It's okay to say you're black this, you're black that, call a black woman a black dick whore or whatever, black, anything black and derogatory. It's okay to do that. It's okay to do that. It's okay to do that. We've seen it. It's okay. We've seen it. It's okay. It's okay to beat black people like they did to Rodney King back in the day. It's okay to beat black people. It's okay to put your knee on black people's throat for 8 minutes. It's okay to do that. It's okay. Yeah. It's okay because it happened. There's not much outcry for that. But a man videos about a cat and look how these people are trying to kill him. They're trying to get him sacked. They're trying to get him sacked because of what he did. As I says, people don't get it twisted. I'm not condoning what he's done to the cat, but you can't tell me what he's done to the cat is more severe than when people are calling people black this and black that. Don't tell me that. No. Don't tell me that.
No.
Don't tell me that. That's foolishness. Don't tell me that.
You
understand? Adidas. 1 second, Ross.
Okay, cool. Sorry, bro. Yeah, go on, Kerr.
Adidas. I'm coming back to you. I don't recall you putting out no statement, Adidas, when Paul Gaza Gascoigne was thumping down Cheryl like his name was Larry Holmes. I don't recall that. I don't recall Adidas pulling no contract for Gaza when he was licking down his wife. I don't recall it.
I don't recall it either, bro.
So it's okay. Hold on. It's okay for a footballer, a white footballer, to beat up his wife, It's okay. His boot contract is fine. But the black man flings a cat and videos it 2 times and for to kick after the post. Woo! His contract's terminated. And people who are sponsoring his team don't want to be associated to sponsoring his club. But on the same people didn't want to disassociate yourselves when Luis Suarez was racially abusing Patrick Evra. He didn't terminate his contract. I'm sure you must have renewed his contract. I'm sure you renewed his contract, to be perfectly honest. Adidas. You understand? I don't recall you taking your sponsorship off Chelsea when John Terry was found guilty of racially abusing Anton Ferdinand, but you're taking off things off players. And let me just say this, don't think I forgot about Nike, you know. Don't think I forgot about Nike, but that's a different argument for a different day. Today, it's Adidas. It's Adidas today.
It's Adidas, but now the reality shows, guys, it shows you that as black people now, this is if anyone's listening in who's not black or somebody who just doesn't get it who's black, because there's plenty of that anyway. If you don't get it, yes. Adidas did a brilliant job, and we saluted Adidas when they did the job with the Bob Marley t-shirts and whatever they're still, yeah. We do that. But what you guys have to realize, yeah, black people get used to make the white man money ultimately.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So reality show is that basically
that's the reality.
They use Bob Marley, you know what I'm saying, for them to make themselves more money. The reality show is they're not coming up to helping grassroots in black areas. We're not there to come and sponsor. Not calling my club, yo, gosh, give me a shout. I might have to holler Puma anyway because I want them to support what we're doing here with this and see if they will back it. But the reality show is
to be fair, Raj, to be fair, let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's be real. And this is a mad one. Imagine this is the legacy of two brothers, Adidas and Puma.
Yeah. This is it.
but look at this. We got Adidas in this corner with their hypocritical two-faced self. Yeah. 1 minute, as he says, rightfully big them up for the Ajax top.
Yeah.
As I said, I got it on now, bro. I got it on now.
Yeah.
You understand? Big up for the top.
Yeah.
You know, for that. But in the reality, you're just using black people to make money. You don't care about the black cause. You don't care about us being racially abused on football pitches or whatever. You don't care. The actions prove that with what you've done to Kurt Zouma.
Yeah, man.
With what you've done to Kurt Zouma, because I'm showing you, I'm using Kurt Zouma as a black man. You understand? He's a black man. Luis Suarez is not a black man.
No.
John Terry is not a black man.
It's not.
You understand?
Yeah.
But they were treated, in my eyes, they did things far worse than what Kurt Zuma's done. Yet, their contracts, their lifestyle was not affected. Oh, well, tell a lie. Let me reiterate that. Sorry. It would have been affected in the sense of you would have got a bit of negative press, JT. And you would have got a bit of negative press, Mr. Suarez. But other than that, but Kurt Zouma, look what's happened to Kurt Zouma. People in France are trying to press criminal charges against him for something he's done over here. He hasn't killed nobody.
But bro,
he hasn't killed nobody.
You know it's deep. I've been listening to Talk Sport and heard some of the responses. Yeah, I just remember, guys, and this is, I'll be straight with you, and I'll be straight. This is not generalization of white people, but it's almost a case of this is the ignorance that's right underneath your nose. If you're a cool white dude, yeah, you have to react to show is that people phoned in while hearing the people being when people get done over for like the racism, when people respond, when people went into prison the other day for racism, I've heard people phone Talk Sport. Oh, just I can't understand how he gets put in prison for gets 6 months in prison, 4 months in prison for racially abusing people. We don't get it. It's not a crime. It's not this. It's not that. You know what I'm saying? That same culture is turning around now and saying hunt down the boy and give him 4 years for kicking a cat. But when it comes to racially abusing the black man, it's called, oh my gosh, 4 months. Prison. Don't even put it on the record. You know what I'm saying? Just ignore that. Just get over it. Don't talk about the past and whatever they're saying. But when it comes to the cat, the man should get 4 years in stinking prison. But yeah, so if people say, oh, that's not everybody, but the reality show is that's the culture, that's the mindset, that's what your left and right person is. So if you think you're cool and you're black or white or you think you're cool, you're gonna look left and right, and what do them people think? Because the reality show is the green teeth in your face. And go, oh yeah. Andy Coast and the brothers, they score goals for us. But then if their cousin racially abuse somebody, oh, just allow him. No. It's got to be. For me, if anything, the time that you get, it'd be interesting if we actually looked into crime. We might have to ask a PC friend, Stu. He would say, how long will you get? How long will you get if you caught abusing a cat in this country? How many years you get? You know what I'm saying? And I bet you you get more than what you do abusing a black man.
Yeah, bro, you don't get no. Look what you have to go through to get for a black man someone to get go to jail. Look at. And then
it's probably happened twice, isn't it? It happened about 3-4 times in this country. Out of all the abuse we've had, it's about 4 or 5 times, bro.
They said this, they said that. It's one rule. You see, again, what we're showing you people is one rule for white people. It's a different rule for black folks. That's all we're using. All this boils down to, again, all this whole argument, Roger saying what he's saying, I'm saying what I'm saying, all boils down to the fact, again, that this country does not respect and honor black people.
No.
And they've got the audacity to tell us that there's no institutionalized racism and all that. And you know, it's just you take black man for like with some uneducated people, and we got no sense in that. You understand? And then the thing is, you got the woke black people who, like myself, like Roger, like majority of the people who we have on our podcasts. You understand? Like-minded people, iron sharpen of iron. We have to be honest, because all of us on our podcast, you know, obviously we've got different opinions, but one main thing is we're all about blackness.
Yeah.
And we're all about treating us fairly for us as black people. As I've said on many podcast forums, I say it on this one all the time. All I ask for, what they used to say, Raj, all I ask for is the same treatment. LGBT.
Yeah.
That's all I ask, you know. I don't ask for no more, no less. I just say, can we have the same manners and respect like the LGBT community get? And when I say that, I mean, like, if an LGBT person is abused because of their sexual persuasion or sexual orientation or whatever, that is a crime. Man is going to jail for that. Man is going to jail. What? You're going to jail, bro. That's a hate crime, blah, blah, blah. Hate crime, homophobia, blah, 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 blah. But it's okay to disrespect a black man.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay to disrespect a black person. It's okay. The ramifications of that crime is not really nothing major. And again, we've been proving that this week with the fact that society is calling for this man to be sent to jail. The society is calling for this man's professional football contract to be terminated for what he's done to a cat. And you see, I'm going to go from there. Just hear what it says. The people want to terminate this man's contract for what he's done to a cat.
And Anthony, just sorry to interject in this point, yeah. And I think, guys, I'm going to be very outlandish with this statement. The reality of the show is that, guys, I'm just, as Anthony's talking there, I'm just visualizing he's a tall, unapologetic black man. You can't even guess if he's got any little drip or drop of anything else. He's a tall, strong black man who is seen as a savage and a terrible and is the most evilest thing for society to see. I guarantee you, if that was a white player who did that, he would get away with an apology and a slap on the wrist. And you may and then you may say that, Roger, you're wrong, you're out of order.
I'll tell you why. Tell you why you're not wrong. I'll tell you why you're not wrong. And if anybody tells you that, tell them to go. When Jack Grealish was drunk and crashed up into all kinds, what happened? What happened, bruv? What happened? You got a slap on the wrist, bruv? Since you're going there, okay, what happened to Lee Hughes when Lee Hughes killed the geezer when he was playing for West Bromwich Albion?
Yep. Drinking
under the influence of alcohol, killed, manslaughter, got charged. Manslaughter, killed somebody, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't recall. Please phone in West Bromwich Albion fans and correct me if I am wrong, but I don't recall him getting contract termination and rare and Nike, because he used to wear Nike football boots back in. I don't remember Nike coming out and condemning him for those actions and his behaviour and his.
Just got dealt with in a quiet. Got dealt with in prison. Yeah.
His actions which led to the death of an innocent person. I don't recall that. I don't recall no big slap from the from Adidas sponsors when Harry Maguire was thumping down people in Greece and offering bribes.
Yeah. It's that. It's that.
I'm just saying. Man United captain. I'm just saying. Who happened to be sponsored by Adidas. I'm just saying.
Okay,
I'm showing you the difference of white privilege and black condemnation, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
You're white skinned, you're privileged, you're black, you're condemned. Facts.
And you know what's ironic, bro? It's like what you go. Sorry, go, bro.
I'm going to show what I'm saying to finish what I'm saying, I'm saying here. As I says, we'll go back to John Terry. Umbro didn't drop John Terry. You didn't see no statement come out on Umbro disassociated themselves and terminated the contract of John Terry, who's been found guilty of racially abusing Anton Ferdinand. No dropping of contract, no nothing. No, nothing. What Kurt Zuma's done to a puss. This geezer racially abused a fellow human being. He racially abused, he made racial comments. Terry can deny it as much as he wants, but the whole world knows. You understand? Suarez, the same. The whole world knows. The whole world knows he racially abused Patrick Evra. Adidas did nothing. Adidas did not come out and say, we don't condone Luis Suarez's racial behaviours, and we're terminating with immediate. He didn't. No, he didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't drop Liverpool from your sponsorship when all of them supported Luis Suarez. And you know why I say all of them supported? Because what was it? 9 years after the incident, 9 years after Suarez insulted Evra, Jamie Carragher was on Sky Live and apologised. He apologised live on television to Patrick Evra. I remember watching it live. So what's he apologising for if nothing was wrong done? So even Jamie Carragher knew what they did was wrong.
Wrong. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Because the whole Black Lives Matter thing was coming up, and it caused them to look and reflect. That's it. Yeah.
He apologised. Hold on, Raj. And then 2 weeks later, it came out that Peter Moores, or one of the chairmen from Liverpool, sent Patrice Evra a letter of apology. Letter of apology. So my point, what I'm making is this, people. Liverpool knew they did wrong. Liverpool knew they did wrong. They apologised after it. Did you hear Adidas come out and terminate their kit sponsorship? I didn't.
Nope.
I didn't hear them terminate Luis Suarez's and say, well, blah, 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 and put a statement out to say, now that this is nothing. Well, why not? But Kurt Zouma can do what he's done to the cat, and look what you carried on with.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely disgusting. I'm going to show you the difference again. Adidas, the difference. Eric Cantona. We all know what he did at Sellers Park. Went into the crowd, kicked that man, and gave him a right. And me, for one, I'm for one here, and I'll say it, I backed Eric Cantona 100% for what he did, because no man has no right to be disrespecting his mum or anybody in his family over a football match.
Man,
I'm very sorry, nobody has the right, so he did what he did. But my point, what I'm trying to make is this: Adidas. Alex Ferguson stood by Eric Cantona, didn't condone what he did, but he supported him. Umbro didn't take their sponsorship away. And that was a worse situation than Kurt Zouma.
Come on.
But you, because Kurt Zouma is black, you terminated his contract. Because you Adidas condone racism, because your sponsored ambassador Luis Suarez racially abused Patrice Evra, and you didn't terminate the contract like you did to Kurt Zouma. So you condone racism. You don't condone cruelty to animals, but you condone racism. So, crowd of people, what I'm trying to tell you is this: now that we've established it, Adidas don't condone cruelty to animals. Just like I said at the beginning in Proverbs 12 verse 10, we don't condone it.
Nah, you can't do it, man. You can't do that.
We don't condone it. It's biblical. It's a command from the Lord, the Most High. It's biblical. Yeah? So we don't condone them things. But Adidas, you condone racism, because your ambassadors, your sponsored ambassadors, racially abused players, and you did nothing. And I'm going to show you the next one because it's just dropped in my spirit. When England played Spain in Madrid, now we all know who sponsors Spain, don't we? I'll tell you, Adidas. And when the Spanish people were racially abusing, I didn't see Spain or Adidas say anything again either. Quiet again, weren't you there, Adidas? Quiet like a church mouse.
They weren't interested. Ultimately,
quiet like a church mouse. Quiet. But as I says, you're only quiet when it's black. When black people are being abused, you're very quiet. When black people are the aggressors, woo, you're the first one to take action.
Jumping over the thing.
You're the first one to take action.
I think there's a point here which really came to me, guys, and for me, it's been what is Xtra now. I didn't watch the West Ham game anyway. Still, yeah. Thank goodness for that, because I would have smashed up the TV with anger if I heard.
Yeah, bro. He was getting booed all over the place. Booed all over the place.
Now, this is what makes me sick, and this is what triggering for me. A year ago, the same fans in the same stadium, because all the English fans, all of them, yeah, were booing black men taking the knee. And booing the fact that basically we need to be aware about, hate crimes. Or them same fans were booing a black man in the in a stadium again, and everyone's happy with that. No one's commenting on it. Everyone's saying it's okay to boo the guy on the pitch. And I'm sitting there going, hold on a second. These the same booing fans, but booing black players. Any excuse to boo a black man, yeah, they'll find. You know what I'm saying? And this really goes back to something that we've been saying a lot as to young black players and black people out there. It's not the same standard. You can be on 200 grand a week. I'm afraid.
Bro,
it's still
not the same standard, because the colour of your
skin. Get over it. The money doesn't make a difference.
It's not the same standard. Let's not kid ourselves. What just dropped in my spirit again? I'll show you the double standard of this country. Jamie Carragher. Wasn't Jamie Carragher the one who spat at the fan?
Oh, come on, man. Let's pick up these things.
Let's start talking.
Because he spat off. Because I remember I was talking to Anthony.
Wasn't Jamie Carragher the one who spat at the fan? Yeah.
Listen, I remember talking to you about that. I remember that happened, and we was working together. I said, Anthony, you see that? And he said, what would happen if somebody spat? And I remember you always spotted it. So if somebody spat like that at my daughter, you'd just be spinning around. And said, what are you doing? With the way he spat after the girl in the car, it was.
Why he spat after the girl in the car?
Disgusting, bro.
No manners, and that
They got a few months back.
And again, I'm not trying to highlight a man's thing, but at the end of the day, what we're saying is these are disgusting actions, bro. Yeah. These are disgusting actions. Just as disgusting as what Kurt Zouma did. But my man's still working for Sky, fam.
Bro,
He got banned for a little time. They kind of took him off air for a few months. And
when they sneaked him back on, bro, sneaked him
back in, and he's doing what he's doing. So don't come. Listen, again, as I says, we're only using the footballing thing to just highlight the facts of how we as black people are treated differently to other people. That's all we're using, so don't get it confused. We're just showing you how. And remember, this is the same society who wants us to believe that there's no institutionalized racism.
Bro, yeah.
So, Adidas, if you're trying to tell me Adidas, there's no racism in Adidas, then what? Because they've made a little one Bob Marley top with 3 little birds on the back.
But boy, check this out though, still, yeah.
Racist, bro. You're racist, bro. You're racist. You've terminated the man's contract because of the cats. Fine, if that's fine, bro. But you can't tell me that Luis Suarez's contract shouldn't have been terminated. Then it should have been terminated because he was racially abusing people, and 2, he was biting people.
He's biting people. They even put a biting clause.
Do you want that to be associated with your brand? I'm sure you don't. Yeah. But Adidas didn't have a problem with it.
You know what I'm saying?
They got a problem with the black man throwing the cat down in front of a few videos and that. They got a problem with that.
A 1,000%, bro. And you gotta look at it as well, bro. You gotta. And I think he's a great presenter, Dean Saunders. Dean Saunders. I like the way he talked. And when he always said he's teetotal, and all of a sudden, I remember he got caught out. I don't know if you remember when he was caught drunk and drink driving. Yeah. He got caught drink driving, and that was out there. And when he never saw him again and when I heard his voice about 6 months ago, started kicking back in, and now he's back on there. And listen, the man chats the most sense. I like his talk, but it's amazing how. Yeah. So it's amazing how the redemption. For white people is there, and there's no redemption for black people. If not, the condemnation is even worse. Yeah, and we've seen it so often for ex-black footballers. You know what I mean? Are all ending up with some madness. Their businesses thrown out there. You're not hearing about no drama. Like, we're the only ones who have trouble. You got likes of is it Rubinho? A few.
Adriano,
all these black players. But it's getting pushed in front of us.
Glad you went there because as I says, I haven't forgot about Nike. Now my argument with Nike is we go down the road to Old Trafford with the Mason Greenwood situation.
Okay, let's go there.
Now, Mason Greenwood, again, not condoning for the images that we saw.
Images and
or for the
audio.
Or for the audio that we heard.
No way.
A few weeks back. We're not condoning that. Far from it. I don't condone them kind of things there.
Nah.
Man who, I don't respect no man who abuses a woman, physically abuses a woman. No, I don't rate you at all. I don't care what the excuse or I don't care what it is. Whatever it is, you don't have to be talking up women. You don't do them things. Okay? Now, my point is now, I don't know. We've seen images. I don't know what's transpired. We don't know what's transpired. We've seen the images. We've heard the audio. Now, the point is this. So, I was always led to believe in England that, or not even in England, in the world, that you're innocent until proven guilty. Now, if that's the case, innocent until proven guilty. Now, I haven't heard Mason Greenwood go to trial, and I haven't heard that he's been found guilty. Yet Nike have disassociated themselves with Mason Greenwood over the allegations. Allegations, because it says alleged rape. Now, I don't know if he's raped the girl. I don't know. I don't know. I think
evidence
from what I've seen,
evidence is quite bait, but you can't.
He's been punching her up.
He's
been punching her up. The evidence is quite blatant to show. So he's been he's been beating her, he's been beaten. But the rape, we don't know. We don't know. Okay. But Nike have terminated his contract with immediate, well, not immediate, they had a little time and then they decided to disassociate themselves with the thing. Now, as I said earlier on, in this said podcast here, Eric Cantona went into the crowd, kicked a man, put the right on him. Nike did not drop Eric Cantona. They did not, I'm going to say it again, they did not drop Eric Cantona from his contract. Even though he did that, even though he was banned for 9 months, there was no point to say he was found guilty. We all knew he was guilty.
Yeah, straight.
We saw it live.
Saw it live. Yeah.
There was no need to say was he guilty or not guilty. He was guilty of what he did.
Yeah.
And he did it. As I said, as you heard me say, I'm not taking back my talk because I'm not a hypocrite. I don't wrong him for what he did. But my point is what I'm making is here again. It's clear to see that society rates black people differently to white people. Eric Cantona, white Frenchman. Mason Greenwood, a dual heritage lad from Bradford. He's more. My point is, he's English. Eric Cantona's French. Yet Nike did nothing with just Cantona.
Cantona had some big adverts after that, bro. Remember the big adverts with Nike?
Bro, he's always been in the adverts. All of what?
Put adverts there, man.
Come on, bro. Nobody did adverts better than Nike. Let's be real.
That was
Let's be honest.
And David's man, then one there. So
didn't do anything better than you know what I mean? Nike. But as I said, I'm going back to my point. How come Mason Greenwood has been terminated with... He hasn't been found guilty of alleged rape. We know he's guilty of thumping down the girl.
Yeah. The evidence is there. Yeah.
The evidence is there. You understand? So we know he's guilty of thumping down the girl, but he's been rare. As I said earlier on, Gaza was beating Cheryl.
Nobody put
beating Cheryl. You know, but nothing's done. And I'm going to show you the wickedness. This is what I'm showing you how this country is a wicked country, star. You understand? It's a wicked place, blood. As I said, because, you know, my man, Eric Cantona, 9 months, punching down people. Mason Greenwood, terminated. I mean, look how they've done Mason Greenwood. It's not just they've terminated his contract. Man, you know, they're saying that if you've got Greenwood on the back of your top, you can change your top. I don't recall them saying that when Cantona was banned for 9 months. I don't remember him saying you can change your top.
Change your Kanchowskis.
You know, nobody said can change your top. Why? Because they didn't really see that Eric had done anything. Yeah, it's all respect the mark, but they're just saying, well, you know, he's one of them, innit?
Yeah,
Man disrespected his mom.
Yeah, man. He just took it in the team. Yeah.
It's just like one of those, you know. To us, man, we're saying, go on, Eric, standing up for yourself, enough respect. Society, no. But I don't recall. Yeah, there were people calling for him to be sacked. Yeah, there was, I can't lie.
Yeah.
But Fergie stood by him. Manchester United stood by him. And Nike stood by him. More importantly, Nike stood by him. Now, Nike, again, I'm not going to be a hypocrite and two-faced. I even said to Roger, I didn't want to hot you up, you know, Nike, because I don't forget. Because I know when Colin Kaepernick did his thing and you put out your big adverts, I don't forget. And I had to rate you for that, bro. But that's what I'm going to say. You're a big, dirty, stinking, hypocrite company.
But do you think it's the divisions, bro? Because you got to look at the American division. Because didn't it take a while to do?
No, I don't think it's divisions at all. Do you know why, bro? Because Nike's worldwide, bro. Nike's just not.
Yeah.
Nike's just worldwide, bro.
Because remember Tiger Woods?
The whole world saw Eric Cantona kicking down people.
Yeah. But you see,
and there's a great one. There's a great one again. You're gonna say, oh, Nike stood by Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Oh, what did Tiger Woods really do? All Tiger Woods was having a lot of affairs. He wasn't thumping down people.
Yeah,
he wasn't beating nobody. He wasn't abusing nobody. He was just having a lot of affairs.
And they knew they had the best everything since sliced bread. Man.
And at the end of the day, he's the best golfer. He's the best golfer in the world. So you're not really going to disassociate yourself to that.
Yeah. And then give him to Adidas.
Exactly.
Yeah, let Adidas come into the market.
Like Adidas did with Nike to Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, because you're racist, you're bloody racist. You didn't want to back the black man. You didn't want to back the black man. And I was just saying, sorry, Raj, going back to the two brother ethics, the brothers Adidas, Puma.
Go on.
It just struck me again. Now, if you notice, Adidas, Europe, who do Puma back the most? Look at African nations. How many teams wore Puma? Jamaica's Puma.
Yeah.
Ghana.
Yeah,
all of them Africans
is Arsenal.
Puma.
Puma.
Not anymore. They used to be. They've gone back to the German, the Nazis. You understand?
Yeah.
They've gone back to the Nazis, to the hypocrisy, to the company that uses black people to promote their brands, to boost them up. You know, we've made Paul Pogba a pair of vegan boots. Oh, but when your white players who wear Adidas disrespect and racially abuse people, he's brushed under the carpet. But a black man can throw a cat across the room and woo, Adidas will run away quicker than you can say Usain Bolt.
But I got a bit of an irony today as well. As I just started to come into this podcast to make the recording, I'll just put Sky Sports on. You know, when you see what news is being caught, headline is that basically Yorkshire is now opened for it's gonna be open for international games. Now I thought that's a bit of an ironic situation. You guys,
why is that then? Because they've got that black geezer to come and manage the team or something.
But the thing is, they brought in all the local measures, and as far as I'm concerned, you've had the past 50 years, 60 years of abusing specifically Asian players and locking them all off. And you mean it took 5 months to sort it out, and then back on the thing, Bob? Why can't you know what I mean? I'm thinking, hold on a second, you want to chuck Zouma away, in prison? You want to ban this, take this from them? But bottom right hand corner, Yorkshire is basically, has basically held back a community, because we all know there's a lot of southernese, I don't want to say Pakistanis and Indians, probably around, and Bangladeshis are all in them areas. They've got the pockets, concentrations. Bradford, Yorkshire, man, it's got them strong pockets there, and they've abused them. They've called them this right up to the other day, oppressing their players. Asian players within the team, and you mean to tell me they get 6 months kind of like ban, and not even 6 months ban, just sort yourself out and come back to us in 6 months? And I'm thinking that's kind of alright. So it's okay for people to be called P word.
As we says, bro, it's okay. It's okay. Black people are below puss. We're below puss on the status. Now we're below puss. We are below the cats, below on the status, on the level now, on the ladder. The black race, we're below the puss them, yeah? We're below puss.
Bro,
a man can abuse. If a man abuses a puss, he gets a £250,000 fine. A man calls a man a nigger or makes reference to his collar, he gets £40,000 fine, and he keeps his boot deal. But you want to talk about,
Bro.
you want to talk about, there's no racism here. There's no racism here in this country. I'll show you. There's two footballers out here right about now, high profile situations. Well, one's very high profile, one's very secretive, yeah? And I'll show you. One's about a black footballer, one's about a white footballer. Yeah? Now, the black footballer, I can name him because everybody knows. Mendy plays for Manchester City. Now, again, he is alleged.
Yeah. He hasn't been charged yet. Yeah, he's been alleged. Yeah.
He's been alleged to have raped 9 women or 9 counts of rape or whatever. He's on 9 rape charges. Yeah. 6 women. Now, look at what it came out, straight in the press. Man City came out, suspended until all this is over. You know, cool. That's what they did. They've just told you straight. They don't talk about it. You don't hear them talk about it to Pep. You don't hear them mention it to Pep anymore. They don't talk about it because Pep, you know, Pep's one of those people. You know, before you can't ask me no questions about Mendy. You know, strictly about the football.
Yeah, straight.
Mendy's off it.
Or you never come in here again.
Okay, but that's fine. We can deal with that. But so Man City don't talk about Mendy, but the press do.
Yeah. 100%.
Mendy was refused bail, blah blah blah. Okay, now alleged. Listen now, crowd of people, because I'm showing you people the difference now. The alleged, as we says, this country is supposed to be in the constitutional rights of innocent until proven guilty. Innocent until proven guilty. Yeah? Okay, so he's alleged for all these crimes. Case hasn't come to trial yet, so he's just alleged. Okay. He finally got bail last month after being in jail since last August. For about 6-7 months he was in jail for. August, about 5 months he's been in jail for. Came out in January. So 5 months he's in jail for. Professional footballer, multi-millionaire. Locked up in jail. Bail marshal and all them mad jail, them proper jail there. You understand? My man's in them proper nicks now. Okay, we go down the road from Manchester. We'll go back to Liverpool. Now, God, give me the strength. Just hold my mouth. God, I have to pray. I have to be honest with you people because it's just real. Now, there's a pervert, and I call him a pervert because I'm going to give you the facts. A footballer plays for Everton. He has admitted, listen to what I said, not allegedly, he has admitted having sexual intercourse with a minor. She was 15. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Rog, doesn't it mean in England, even if it's consultative and she's under 15, that is what? Statutory rape. Correct me if I'm wrong here.
Yeah, man. The dance is done, man.
Statutory rape. Girls 15 years of age. Now, the man said he didn't know her age. Okay, fine. Now, the question I want to ask you is this. How come the player hasn't been named and it's not all over in the press? Like Mendy, the black player. The difference of the case is, as I said, Mendy has been accused. The other player from Everton has admitted to the crime.
But yet, black privilege comes in.
Hold on. But here's the question we have to go to. We have to look at the clubs now. You see, when we're cooking Man United with Greenwood, told them he's suspended until further notice. Boom, boom, boom. They've come out and made it publicly known to us. But Everton now, Everton are on some hush hush.
Yep.
Some hush hush business. Why are you hush hushing your player, your paedophile footballer? Because he's a paedophile. He's a paedophile.
Yeah. According to the law, 100%.
He's a paedophile. Yeah. So why are you defending his identity? Everton have not even. They've suspended him, bro. So he's admitted to sleeping with minors, and Everton don't think that's a sackable offence. That's not sackable offence, bro. No. And on top of that, Everton have put him in a safe house. A safe house so nobody can disturb him. A paedophile. Everton are protecting, Everton Football Club are protecting a paedophile. let it be known out there.
But it's again, it reeks of privilege and lack of privilege, or
privilege is the colour of a man's skin.
You know, and guys, you know, and
hear the joke again. Like with the Cantona, Greenwood, yeah. You know, we're showing this is a foreign youth. This geezer plays for everything. He's not no Liverpoolian. He's not no Evertonian.
It's Icelandic, bro. It's not a local lad.
There you go.
He should be. Obviously, he's gonna stay in the country. He's just gonna hold a council.
So my point is this. Now, it'd be one. So Homo, who sponsor Everton, haven't seen Homo pull away and say, "Well, we're withdrawing."
We're concerned about this club. Yeah, cool.
Because of blah blah blah. I haven't seen that. So what you're showing me then? What Kurt Zouma done with the cat is far worse than what these paedophiles done to this 15-year-old girl. He slept with a 15-year-old girl.
Bro, it's absolute injustices, bro.
And he only come on top because he come on top and he tried to. The story is how it goes that she was blackmailing him.
Yeah.
Don't hear it. You're a dirty little pervert, bro. You dirty little pervert.
Because
mate.
You're married, mate. You know what I'm saying?
You got your wife at home. You got your wife and kids.
You got caught out,
bro. To go and sleep with a minor. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it, mate.
You got caught out and you just in that nastiness. But listen, guys, we got to be rounding up. But I think that 100%, guys, you know, that this case is a Zouma case. Again, we have to reiterate, we're not cool with what he did to the cat at all. But guys, we just want to reiterate, just after this listening to this show, we've got a long way. Listen, guys, too many people are sitting down like everything's okay. There's a long way to go, and it takes for us, like people like ourselves, but around the country. Listen, guys, having 15 black presenters on Sky Sports is not going to change the difference if Vitality and the way they treat Kurt Zouma is legit, and the same black Sky Sports presenters are not talking the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, let's have it right. Let's have it right about Sky Sports as well, bro. There was only 15 presenters because it was the African Nations Cup, bro.
Yeah.
If you want to impress me, give me 15 black presenters when it's the Premiership.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's the ones that they can control as well. They got the presenters that they can't control. You know what I'm saying? When they notice that you're going to be talk too real, like Paul Evra, they says nah. But Roy Keane can keep it real. Souness can keep it real, but Evra can't keep it real. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
These geezers bordering. You can see that they're showing where they're coming from. You can see, but they keep their jobs. But anybody outspoken now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sky, why don't you get in contact with us, bro? Give us a presentation on there. Because we could have a program on Sky where we're presenting it for the black folks. Because you ain't getting no real black folks doing it. You got chunks on Sky. You bring that man like me and Roger.
Listen, chunks, man. Chunks, man. Chunks.
You got chunks on Sky. And enough respect to Chunks. I rate what he's done. I rate him, but on a level, I know he ain't got no football knowledge like mine, bro. And we can put it to a test if you want, Sky. We can put it to a test if you want, Sky. I'm up for that any day of the week.
Chunks, man.
Any day of the week, fam.
Them man, what we call it, bro. I must admit, I've been doing a signing, guys. Hopefully, gonna get a new presenter in, bro. But I had to go hunting for a Chelsea fan in it, yeah. And obviously,
what?
For
I ain't sharing no podcast with no Chelsea fan, bro. Born that. You're lucky that I put it with the two bin dippers that we got in here.
Bro, listen. All I know, and then I said to him, sorry, mate, I know you're underaged, yeah? You're under 30, because there's no such thing called a black Chelsea fan over the age of 30. But, I'm gonna get involved. But the scary thing is, guys, you know, the reality show is just, guys, just the whole injustices, the things, and with the comments that we have to put out, information we have to put out there. And I think as well, what they're trying to do as well is bring a certain type of presenter onto these stations. They don't want to bring presenters that are experienced, that know the nuances of what's happening culturally, who's got history, who knows what teams were really about back in the day. Because I just call them the Chelsea, the glory years of the Premiership. You know, there was something before the Premiership, the hooliganism that was going on, and all these business. Some of these guys are going, never seen this before. But you know, Anthony, you know, you've been there where you know, we've been there where we racially it's like a new concept for them. Like, oh, what's going on here?
I come from the generation where I remember Chelsea are playing Aston Villa where you're in town and you have to be on your toes.
Chelsea. Yeah.
You have to be on your toes.
Bro.
You have to be on your toes because ICF, West Ham have come through, or the Chelsea boys are coming through. You got to be on your toes, bro.
You don't go to the zones, you know.
As well, Birmingham, because Birmingham was notoriously for the Black Zulus, BCFC.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, legendary Big Bird and the man's them. You know what I mean? Barrington One Eye, Barry London, the General, Cuddles, the man them. You know what I mean? Them
Cuddles,
people,
you know.
When we was in town growing up, bro, those were the things that were happening. Chelsea, bro, you didn't want to be in town when Chelsea came. You didn't. Chelsea and West Ham, you didn't want to get caught in town because they had no manners.
Bro,
I was pushing people in front of buses and all them kind of wickedness.
Bro, but the thing is, all you had to be is just a random black guy. You wrong place, wrong time, and you're finished, bro. Bro, you just don't go.
Bro. Because I remember, man, you could be like, you'd be in the train station, mind your own business, waiting to catch the train to go to Perry Bar, for argument's sake. Where you going, Raj? Oh, I'm just going to Perry Bar, you know. And you're just waiting there, and two, all you hear is, oh, CF. Oh, CF. And you're on the train station platform, nowhere to run from, and you're looking where, and you got fans coming your way, and you're a black geezer, you got nowhere running, where it was either left and right is the train line. So it's either jump on the train line or get the beating.
Bro, this is real talk, and there's been no apology to this day. There's no apology.
It's one of those, bro. It's the way people like me from my generation, I'm scarred by with Chelsea. So my thing for like Chelsea is deep rooted, bro.
Bro, I
don't disrespect Chelsea. Let me just let me just put it out there. For what Chelsea have achieved on the pitch, I take my hat off to them. As a football club, what you've achieved on the football pitch, brilliant, because you've used a lot of black players to do that. Let's the facts be said. But the reality of it is this: we all know that Chelsea is a racist club. Paul Cannibal. You can say whatever you want, Chelsea fans. Go and watch the Paul Cannibal story, then you can come back and tell me if your club's not racist.
Yep.
You understand? You can't tell me nothing. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing. What you got to say. You understand? I don't want to hear it. Your club is a racist club, and I know why I say that, and I stand on it. I say it from my chest.
And the reality shows, I don't want to hear them say, but look how many black players we got now. End of the day, still,
that doesn't prove Jack.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't prove Jack. End of the day, still, guys. Yeah, we are the best. And physically,
one iota.
We're the best.
I say this for saying that. I say that for saying that. Look how many women Rock Hudson had on the go to the world, but what was he? He was a homosexual.
Yeah, true.
So
true. Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many black geezers you got in your team. Doesn't prove that you're not racist.
Yeah, it
doesn't prove that.
And this, we're commodity. Ballers are a commodity, and if the best ballers are black, you do business to get the best, the best ballers.
Exactly.
And they're proving these.
And you black footballers, and this is what we're saying to you. You need to stand up and start looking at Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba, I'm going to call your name, Paul Pogba. Bro, you got such a talent, but here it is. You need to dash with your sponsorship with Adidas. Look what they've done to your brethren, Kurt Zouma.
Your brethren, you know. Yeah. And stand up and say,
puss, bro. You know look what they've done to your brethren over a puss, fam. But the same company that pay you and sponsor you didn't do nothing when Luis Suarez was racially abusing people. The same company didn't do nothing to Chelsea or John Terry when he was racially abusing people. But Anthony, you want to wear their brands, you're going to promote their brand.
It's what we do. Nah, we just take care of ourselves. As long as it's easy for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
We got a new campaign. The Adidas campaign is called Bonnet. Is that, you know, Bon Adidas, bro. We got to call it the Bonnet campaign. Bon Adidas. Bon Adidas, bro. Until Adidas come out and reiterate and start coming out with some facts and apologies to the black community. You have to apologize to our community, bro, because you've told us that it's okay. Yeah, black people, if you wear our stuff, if we sponsor you and you are being cruel to animals, your contracts will be terminated. We don't tolerate that kind of thing, but it's okay for you to disrespect black folk and that bite, and you can even go around biting fellow fellow human beings, professionals. You can go and bite them and also do that. Nothing, not a problem. But do anything to cats and dogs and animals. That's
finished.
it, lads. Contract's finished. But Pogba, Kurt Zouma's your country people, bro. It's your brethren. It's your brethren. It's your brethren.
Yeah.
It's your brethren. Look what they're doing to him. It's on, and you know what? First of all, before the show finishes, I just want to big up Mikel Antonio. Just want to big him up, big up Mikel Antonio, because he's the only geezer that I've seen to date so far as a black man who's addressed it and supported his brother.
And just
I just want to big up Patrick Bamford as well. Remember when he's talking about, I hope we have the same energy for racism as the energy they were showing for the Black Lives Matter man taking knee.
Yeah.
The do's and the don'ts for taking knee.
Yeah.
Here we go again. Racism in a different form, bro. That's all it is. This is racism in a different form.
Yeah.
It's okay for white folk to disrespect black people. But a black man disrespects a cat.
It's all over. It just where it goes, man.
Rest my case, people. Rest my case. I don't think there's much to say after that.
Yeah, it's just the way it goes, people. Listen, guys, we just coming to as the end of the podcast this week. I know it's a tough one this week. It's straight up dedicated to the madness we had. I talked to my other colleague about Lewis Hamilton, and now literally every cycle. A couple months later, we're now talking about Kurt Zouma, and we will be forever responding to injustices on black sportsmen here on the station, here on the Roger Van Moorinho Show, with myself and my colleagues, because we're going to be spotting out the truth. We're going to make people stop thinking things and actually saying it, because too often silence has done us no good. We've been silent for decades, and the ignorance of everybody else has just played into, as it says, the master's hands. So we had to show is we're breaking out the master's hands and saying, yo, this is what you're doing, this is how it feels, this is what we see. Now re-educate yourselves and make you realize that you have to educate and give yourself knowledge of what we see. Simple things. Amen. All right then, brother, listen,
can you just say, at the end of the day, people, as men of God, we will finish on here because we're men of God, and we started with Proverbs 12:10. We started, so I'm just letting you know, we started with Proverbs 12:10, and we're going to end with this: the truth shall set you free.
Amen. Truth is truth, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is the truth, man, guys. Bless you guys. This is Roger and Anthony Young, over and out on Affinity Xtra, celebrating gospel music of black origin, but also keeping it real when it comes to black sports, not only football.
Thanks for watching this content. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also listen to Affinity Xtra 24/7 at affinityxtra.com. Don't forget to follow us as well on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at /Affinity Xtra. If you wish to support us, or if you want supporting as an artist, go to our Patreon, which is patreon.com /Affinity Xtra, and don't forget to be extra.